evening, everyone. How are you?
Good evening.
Good. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I know this probably isn't how you wanted to spend your Wednesday evening, but I know that all of us here appreciate your time. I'm going to talk a little bit about, and I am going to go over 5 minutes, Randall. I'm just going to give you a heads up. It's 6.5 minutes, so bear with me. I told Randall I've been doing the job for 8 years, so I deserve the extra minute. When I first ran for mayor 8 years ago, I promised to make Myrtle Beach safer, strengthen our economy, revitalize our abandoned downtown, and bring more transparency to City Hall. And I'm proud to say that I have achieved all of those things with a great team and then some. And we're going to talk about some of those things tonight. What I hear the most from people is about crime. And what I will say to you is that our violent crime is at its lowest point in years, and we have the data to back that up. Our economy is strong thanks to new businesses across the city, and we are more transparent at City Hall than ever. We have invested in our infrastructure, roads, and public spaces. We've kept our property taxes among the lowest in the state, all while ensuring that our city is financially strong, despite what some want us to believe. In fact, we are in the strongest financial position as a corporation, the city of Myrtle Beach, than we have ever been in. We have the strongest fund balance in history, and let me tell you why that's important. The fund balance is what we use in the case of a catastrophic event, of an emergency, such as a hurricane. We now have the strongest fund balance in history. Part of our progress has come from the strong collaborative relationships that I've been able to build with key leaders in our State House and in Washington, D.C. And that has allowed us to bring home much needed funding to help with crucial projects such as infrastructure. In fact, I have brought back more money from Columbia than any other mayor in history. Those projects affect our quality of life right here at home. The time that I spend in Columbia, which during session is about once every 2 to 3 weeks, is done at my own expense. The city does not pay for my hotel, my meals, or anything that I do while I'm there. I have also repaired and built working relationships with our Horry County Council and their management team, as well as the Horry County Transportation Committee. My relationship with the CTC has resulted in our receiving millions of dollars being dedicated to help fund much needed road projects. With Horry County, I like to call we have built a bridge. Those of you who have been here for a while know that there hasn't always been the best relationship between the city and the county. But we are repairing that relationship. And we're doing so by holding regular meetings together. We call them fellowship dinners, where we have no agenda. We don't talk about business. We just get to know each other as people, as humans. But then we do have meetings where we get together with some of our council members and staff, and we talk about real issues that are affecting all of us. And then we discuss ways to find solutions to those issues. But I want to talk a little bit about my record over the last 8 years, and first and foremost, about public safety. In 2017, I talked about implementing downtown ambassadors to help keep our city clean and safe. Through the Myrtle Beach Downtown Alliance, we have contracted with Block by Block for our Clean and Safe team. They help with our homeless, they pick up trash, clean graffiti, they communicate with businesses. If they see something, they are immediately in touch with our police department, and they help get our homeless the help that they need. And when we talk about the homeless, we have to talk about other things that are affected by homelessness. Because in many times, it's also about mental health issues and drug addiction. So we have 3 peer support specialists who work for the city of Myrtle Beach, who are on the streets at all times, helping people who need help. Helping to find them the resources they need, in most cases, trying to help them get home, to their family of origin, or where they can get housing and the treatment that is needed to get them back on their feet. We talked about violent crime. The statistic is that our violent crime is down nearly 50%. Do we have openings in our police force? Yes, we do, and we budget for those openings. Those openings are budgeted for, but it is harder than ever to find people who want to go into police work these days. And that's not just a Myrtle Beach issue. That is a nationwide issue, ladies and gentlemen. And we have less openings in the city of Myrtle Beach than most police departments do. Not one time do we have less officers on the streets because of this. We backfill every shift with overtime and with outside agency support. We know we need more police, and we are doing everything within our power to hire them. But we have very high standards, and you want us to have those high standards. We have increased our police pay by 55% since 2021, and our firefighter pay has increased over 45%. We have made investments in technology to keep our city safe, including citywide cameras, gunfire detection devices, real-time crime center, license plate readers, and more. Our next big investment for police and fire will be upgrading our radio system to be in line with Horry County's new system. And we always budget to fill open positions. I want to say that again. We've conducted SEPTED. How many of you know what SEPTED is or have heard of it? Anybody? At least Matt has. Crime prevention through environmental design. We have our SEPTED team go out into problem areas, into high entertainment areas like Ocean Boulevard. They do a study of what is needed in those areas to make it safer, to make it brighter, to make it more hospitable, clean, and fun. We are now reviewing those studies with our downtown businesses and looking at what are the action plans that we need to put in place to make things better. And that's part of what this job is about being a visionary and always evolving and looking at how to keep things moving in the right direction and making things better. It's not going with the status quo. We are also currently building additional fire stations to better serve our growing community. And you need to know that I have always supported our police and fire, and I will continue to always support our police and fire. I promised 8 years ago to revitalize an abandoned downtown that the city had been talking about for decades, yet nobody took a step to do anything about it. They let it sit there empty, blighted, crime-ridden, not in a good place, especially when we have tens of millions of visitors who ride by that area every single day. So I promised you to do something about it, and we are. We have put in new infrastructure, a new community theater is underway, and we've revitalized buildings along 9th Avenue and Nance Plaza and its parking lot to make our public spaces more inviting and to get people back downtown. And the businesses that are in that area are doing very well. We have, to date, over $25 million in private investment that has helped fuel this rebound. And according to an economic impact study that we did with RCLCO, once our revitalization plan is completed, we will see over a $1 billion return on that investment. Over a $1 billion return on the investment. Every city has to have a thriving and vibrant downtown to be successful. The A&I district, Arts and Entertainment District, will benefit all residents, giving us a reason to go downtown, but it will also attract younger professionals to want to live in our area and build their lives here. Infrastructure. We all talk about infrastructure and the importance of it. I supported citywide drainage and stormwater upgrades such as the 24th Avenue Ocean Outfall, downtown and south end upgrades, and more. And just here in Market Common over the last few years, we have invested over $25 million in this area. Since 2018, City Hall has been more transparent than ever. We've implemented in-depth monthly workshops. We live stream all of our meetings and workshops. I publish a weekly newsletter through email and social media. Actually, someone told me they read it every week. Thank you, sir, very much for that. And we've invested in much-needed technology upgrades for our communications department, resulting in more streamlined professional communications to our residents, visitors, and all of our public. We hold regular community and business engagement meetings to discuss how we can increase communication and work together. That doesn't mean that there isn't more to be done. There's always more to be done. And I'm here to tell you that I have a proven record of doing the job, of being a visionary, of working hard, and I will continue to do those things and will continue to evaluate things that we need to improve upon. Thank you so much.